Is Vivi the breakout leader of set 7? Does she finally get the support that she needed? No. I mean, you're not going to win any regionals with her, but it is a fun deck to try out with friends or at your locals. I think you might be able to surprise some people. They might not know what the deck is about, what it does, and this set 7 build is just a ton of fun. So if you're looking for some variety in your local scene, maybe bring this. Now to quickly go over the leader. Vivi is a leader that cannot attack, but 5,000 power, 5 life, red and blue. And activate main once per turn for 2 Dawn. You can rest 2 Dawn. You draw a card, and then you can give a character rush. So, a great ability on paper, but the fact that she cannot swing made her one of the worst leaders in the set, unfortunately. A lot of people are trying to crack the code. I know myself, I started playing in set 4. I gave a lot of attempts at building various different decks for Vivi. Never was the best, unfortunately, but there's a lot of great cards here that can help. Now, to quickly go over the deck list. For Otama, not going to be really using this too much besides as a 2K. I mean, you could combo it with our next card for the power reduction with Marco. So for 6 Dawn, you could KO something with 5K power, but again, I'd probably rather just save it as a 2K. We've got our super spot build Duck Squad. This is just a 2K. This is just a 2K. I don't think I've ever swung with this card in my life. On to one of the top end cards. Shanks. This is going to be one of our win conditions. One of the better cards in the deck. 10 cost, 12k power Shanks. On KO anything with 10k power less. Pretty much any card except for the 12k or I guess 11k vanillas. But pretty much any card in the game. You know, Rush Kaido, a lot of the other top end, a Gecko Moria. A lot of top end can get KO'd by this, and it is just a great body to be out on the field. 2 Shiraya. A great blocker, 3 cost, and even though he's 4,000 power, he's able to, when attacking and when blocking once per turn, match the base power of your enemy's leader. But again, since we want to draw out our games until our 10 Dawn big bodies start coming out, or even 6 Dawn or 7 Dawn, we just play a lot of big bodies in this deck. That's pretty much our best win con, is to get these big bodies out. So the fact that we can counter out for only 1k encounter against any leader swing with this blocker makes it pretty good. Now, this is a new addition in set 7. I haven't seen a lot of the films, y'all. Baccarat, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but this is a great blocker, 3 Dawn, and when your opponent is attacking once per turn, you may trash 1 card for your hand, give up to one of your leader or characters plus 2,000 during this battle. So once per turn, you basically can turn any dead card in hand into 2k counter, which is great. Just 1 ulti, which I like this card. The list I'm running only has the 1, but it is a 4 cost character, 1,000 counter, 5,000 power. And on play, if your leader is multicolored, look at the top 3 cards from your deck, add 1 to your hand, and then place the rest on the top or bottom in any order. So again, this deck loves to not really go down in hand size. So if you're on 4 Dawn, you can still draw a card, even though you can't use your 2 Dawn from leader ability. So you can play out ulti for 4, still draw a card, and then control the next 2 that you either draw or don't if you don't need them. 2 Borsellino. A great body. For 9 Dawn, we can give him Rush, play him out, and bottom deck a 4 cost character. Just great with a lot of, 4 cost characters running around with red, purple law. 2 10 cost Kaidos. So on play, if your opponent has 3 or less life, draw 4 cards. Again, another way just to keep your hand size full. This deck loves to keep a huge hand. 2 Gion, which is one I would say if your locals has a lot of Nami players, maybe bump this up to 3 or 4, because this card alone is a Nami player's worst nightmare. Maybe even black decks too, if they're using a lot of, Great Eruption or Ice Age, having to put a card at bottom deck could hurt them, but it is just another 2k counter, a 4/5 body that we can give Rush to if we need to, but most times I'm just using this as a 2k counter or to play out, just to sit on the board, not turning it sideways, just so you can get its effect off. On to one of my favorite cards in the deck, and any blue deck, honestly, if you want to be just a rude person at your local scene. Pudding, 3 copies. If you don't know this card, I'm jealous of you. On play, your opponent turns all of their cards in hand to their deck and shuffles, and then they draw 5 cards. So no matter how many cards they had in hand before, they only draw 5. So if you're playing against another deck that likes to have a giant hand, you know, maybe Uta or maybe Nell, this card is their worst nightmare. So just keeping this in your hand from the start of the game until you're about to go for game definitely helps. You know, if you're about to swing in for lethal or you're going towards it and your opponent has 12 cards in hand, taking him down to 5 definitely does help the math out a little bit and can just ruin their game plan for what they want the match to go. So great card. And again, one of my favorite cards from set 7 for this deck, Boa Hancock, 6 cost, 8k power. On play, up to one of your opponent's characters other than Monkey D. Luffy cannot attack until the end of their next turn, and then place 1 cost 1 or less character at the bottom of its owner's deck. That last part is optional. Of course, you don't have to return a character to get the initial effect off. Being able to, for 8 Dawn, get out a AK power rush character while freezing one of your opponent's characters can help, because since Vivi can't swing herself, your board state is going to be your most important factor. Keeping these big bodies out while removing your opponent's cards is crucial. We're running 4 rad beams. Obviously, this deck wants to be defensive because we want to stall out, play out these 10 cost bodies. 4 bad manners to kick course. We run a lot of cards that can be situationally dead in hand. One of the best defensive event cards, in my opinion, which is pretty much semi-leader locked to Vivi, that you might not know about because not a lot of people play Vivi, Happiness Punch. Counter for 1 Dawn, give up to one of your opponent's leader or characters minus 2,000 power for the turn. The entire turn, not just this battle. So if they can restand, the power still affects them. Then if your leader is active, give up to one of your opponent's characters or leaders minus 1,000 power. So essentially, because Vivi cannot swing, she'll always be active. So you always get to give minus 3,000 power for the turn. So if your opponent's playing a 9 cost Zoro, or, I mean, if they're playing the kid leader, something that can restand and swing again, it's a great defensive card against them. 2 more 0 cost events, Gum Gum Rain. 4, Gravity Blade, Raging Tiger. Like I said, Red Purple Law, one of the best meta decks out there right now. Super wide boards, so getting rid of 2 of their cost 6 or less characters feels great. Feels great. And that's the deck list. There's a few flex spots, obviously. All right. King. Okay. Honestly, don't have much experience playing against King. We have a couple Boa Hancocks in hand. Oh. Probably mulking that. Not the best going first either. Our best hope is that King is only 4 health leader, which helps. 5 health leaders, definitely not my strong suit. Again, just gonna use leader ability to draw a card. Honestly, I wish I could have countered out of that. Wish I had a 2K. I like to say as healthy as possible. Not really. I could just Marco, KO. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Haven't seen Sheep's Head, so I'm just going to deal with you. And he's going to continue to ramp, but that's fine. Because now I actually have a body on board. He's already at 8 Dawn. Luckily, I think I'm gonna get him back. I'd rather not have nothing on board. I don't know how wide he's gonna go, and he doesn't have anything for me to bottom deck anyway right now. So just get him back, and then he's probably gonna swing into it. I'll give you a 1K. All right. I want to play out a Boa Hancock, just have another body. So if I do that, I would need 6 Dawn and then maybe 1 left for Happiness Punch. But I don't get any effect from Boa Hancock, but just having an AK body on board. Either way, I'll probably just still swing 6. He still have 4 life, so he might feel good to just take the first life. People often just feel safe to take the first life. Especially against a Vivi. You know what? Okay. Okay. I mean, okay, that's just a dead card in the hand. He doesn't need to... I guess, yeah, we still just play out a body. He's... We KO'd his only body that he played, which... Fair enough. I don't really know. I guess King just likes top end stuff. I mean... Was it Jack? Sunoob? He's using leader ability. Okay, 2 costs to Marco. Okay, who's who? Oh, okay. I haven't seen who's who in ever, honestly. What do I have in terms of it? Does he swing 4 into it? Does he swing 4 into it? I can save if he does that because I can do this. Because Happiness Punch right now with 1 dot up gets the same 3k power from this, and I only have to use 1 card, so don't have to. All right, 3 Don left. Honestly, what are we going up to next turn? 9. So 1k just to get the most use out of Happiness Punch. I could probably save 1 Don. Black Maria. Okay. All right. Even if I bottom deck him with Porcelino next turn, it'll still get value right now. But I do want that off the board. I do want that off the board. And the only way I'm going to do it is with Porcelino. So I can start swinging at him, honestly, get him a little bit lower. He defended heavily, so he's a little lower on cards. Go 8 again. Or 8. And then Ploy, bottom. I think I'm safe to give Porcelino a rush and then 8. You know, put a lot of pressure on him. Rushing out an 8k swing is a lot. So that's a lot of pressure. And then we got a 0 cost event from that anyway, so we can use that to replace the Happiness Punch. So everything works out. 1 life to 4, and I still have, if need be, some ways to defend myself. A lot of 2ks. And a Boa Hancock to rush out for 8k swing. Feeling pretty good. Okay, I don't know why he keeps trying to KO the Marco. I guess he doesn't have something else to get that 1 more. I can use... I guess I'll use the Happiness Punch to get him back. Marco does help us a little bit against black decks. As long as you have... I mean, we run a lot of events. So let's see, 5 Don. Is it going to be Sabo or a Queen? Okay, no, all right. He's just going 2k. I can just get him back with that. All right. Oh, okay. GG. What did he have in hand? All right. I don't really know what King would want to have seen in this matchup, but yeah, 1k, 2k, 2k. So not enough to withstand all of these swings. Got it. Got it. Okay. Oh, Marco. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Kaido. Ooh. Decent top end. Bo Hancock might be good for this match because I can freeze any 9 beard, honestly. Sure, let's keep. I don't know if he goes wide for the gravity blade to come into effect. Make me go first. Make me go first. Sad. I don't even know what curve Marco really wants to follow. Oh, Shanks, so we'll just leader ability, draw a card. Keep hand advantage at least. No Happiness Punch and no real good. So I'll probably just take the first hit. Blocker, and he doesn't swing. I don't know if that... Did he mean to? I guess. I don't know. All right. See, I don't really have a good play this turn, honestly. I can play out the Marco. KO nothing. Just pass, I guess. I have an event or 2 that I could, if he does KO it. So Marco might stay. And I do want to hit him down to 3 life as fast as possible to get use out of my Kaido. feel like Kaido could be a really good thing if I could get it out as soon as possible. So I could Gravity Blade the blocker Marco. Or I could just Borsalino it. That would probably be way smarter. It depends if he plays another character that I really care about getting rid of. So yeah, next turn we might just be able to Borsalino, swing 6, and then hopefully he takes. Or gives us a 2K. Okay. Moby Dick. I'll be honest, I don't even know what this stage did. Okay. Here's the way we pairs included. Types of players effect, draw 1 card, and then place 1 card from your hand to the top of the pile. Okay, so like another Marco effect, essentially. And you put ace. Alright. Okay, so this character just works great with that stage. That's a great combo. Okay. And he's placing cards on top of deck. So he's got something good to combo at next turn. So I guess my Marco is safe, and he's probably going to swing 6 at me, which I'll just take. And I don't know why he didn't swing the first turn that he could. He's really stacking his deck. I don't know. Marco really takes advantage of the 9-cost Sanji. I feel like that's what the combo was everyone was talking about when he first got revealed. Being able to 9 Sanji and then play out a 9 Beard from that seems very strong. Okay, and he's drawing a card from Moby Dick. And then doing the same effect, just placing the bottom. And he can still use Marco's leader ability still too. So he sent another card to the top of his deck. Swing 6 at us, we'll take. Okay, another Boa Hancock. Alright. See, that could help me if... We do have a Shanks to play out to KO a 9-Beard. Really, the only bottom deck effect Boa Hancock gets is when they play a lot of searchers like Bonnie. So, yeah, we just drew another Kaido. So that doesn't really affect our plan too much. Just bottom deck the Marco, swing 6. I hope he takes it. Okay, so we're on odd curve, so we can't Kaido next turn. So it'll be another turn after that. We do have a few events to throw away if he does kill our Marco, which is great. So yeah, he minus power. Swing. So right now he would have to minus at least 1 more 1,000 power to use a Marco effect. I don't know what else KOs on power 4,000. So I think we just let it die, then bring it back with probably Gravity Blade. Because I have so many bricks, I want to keep these. So I definitely do need to Kaido as soon as possible. On play rule. Oh, that's the, okay. Combo out a card. All right. Maybe I wanted Gravity Blade now. Jeez. All right. Yeah, maybe I should have kept Gravity Blade. But I just have to... You know, when the heart of the cards believes in you, you gotta believe right back. All right, so... Neither of these... Okay. This character moved by your... Oh, wait, hold on. Let's place this character into the trash and then draw 1 card. Oh. Okay. Well then, that... Okay, so he could just draw a card from that? I don't really care about a 5k swing right now, I don't think. Jeez. All right, well then... I think I just Boa Hancock in that. Right? So let's swing 6 at life. So I can rush out Boa Hancock, and depending if I get an event, like a Happiness Punch or anything, probably just swing 6, 8, 9. And then freeze the ace. Okay, so 2 cards from that. So he doesn't have any 2Ks, so that's great to learn. If it doesn't have any 2Ks, then this should definitely go through. And then hopefully we'll leave him at 1 life to our 4 with only 2 5K swings on board. So we just play out this, freeze that, bottom nothing, give Bo a rush, swing for 9 at life, and he should take that. Unless he left these up for rad beams. But I don't know why he would. I don't know. Even then, he would have to use a rad beam and a second card, so getting a rad beam and one other card would be a lot of value. Okay, so down to 1. Okay, how bricked was his hand? My goodness. Okay, a Seaquake. 1K, 1K, 1K. Yep. Yep, he could have got out. He could have got out of the Borsellino swing, but it would have taken up his whole hand, and then getting just another 1K. Yeah, and then what was he stacking his deck with? Okay. Well, GG. I feel like he might just not have had the best cards to answer. Who knows? Who knows? I don't really know Marco that well. I don't know what he's looking for in terms of the deck, but it doesn't seem like he had any top end, which I'm assuming he would play both the Ninebeard and at least maybe some Sanji. I don't know, but GG. Yeah, there's the deck list. Again, not going to be winning any regionals, probably maybe not even your locals, but it is a fun deck to play, and some of the set 7 stuff added a little bit more spice to it. So let me know if you've played PvP before, if you're excited to play in set 7, or what you're going to be playing in set 7, and anything you would change to the deck list, any different ratios, any cards, anything else you would add, take out, let me know in those comments. And looking forward to set 7.